Well, Eric Kendricks, one of the best linebackers in the National Football League, plays for the Minnesota Vikings. He was not bashful about challenging the National Football League, took the shield, modified it to say, "We want answers," and said this: "What actual steps are you taking to support the fight for justice and system reform?" Your statement said nothing. Your league is built on black athletes. Vague answers do nothing. Let the players know what you're actually doing. And we know what silence means. And look, Chris, I don't want to be overly cynical here, but when the NFL perceives a problem that potentially threatens the bottom line, it jumps to action. It jumps to action. This is one where, by virtue of what the league experienced 3 years ago with the fallout and the anthem controversy, this is one where the NFL's thinking, maybe in this case, action doesn't help the bottom line. Maybe action might hurt the bottom line. Right. Yeah. Also, we have to be careful what we do and what we say because it may affect the bottom line. Now, we're all for taking a stand on social issues that help the bottom line. But if it hurts the bottom line, that's a different conversation. And, look, sorry, but we got to call it like we see it. And I fear, based upon what happened in 2017, based upon the things Joe Lockhart, the former NFL spokesman, had to say in the column posted at CNN over the weekend about the cold shoulder that Colin Kaepernick to this day still receives, it's fair to wonder, is there concern that taking real action, the action necessary to be part of the solution, the things that need to be said to people in the highest positions of power, if we do that, are we going to have a backlash from a percentage of our fan base that's going to cancel their season tickets and not watch the games anymore, and our ratings are going to drop, and it's going to hurt the bottom line? How much of that is tied up in this? I don't know, but I think it's fair to ask the question.
What? Fair to ask, fair to speculate, whatever it is.
Trying to be diplomatic. Yeah. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
I know you are. Well, I'll be not diplomatic for you, okay? Yeah, I mean, I think that is the bottom line. This is a scary subject for the NFL. They don't, white racists buy tickets and watch games too, so we don't want to offend them. And, of course, I completely disagree with that. The game is built on African-American players. They, for the most part, are the stars of our sport. They're making it go. So there is no sport without them. And we need to support them, especially in this time right now where, how can you feel comfortable if you're an African-American anything, athlete, businessman, whatever it is? There's just a fear that, a lot of us can't really relate to. And I never could relate to and thought I could growing up in a household where we had Giants football players over the house. And I was around, black kids growing up, but really didn't know anything about it until, I go home with a few of my teammates at Texas, or, as I've told the story about me driving in the car and being pulled over with a bunch of black athletes in the car. We can't really relate to that. You and I get pulled over in a car and we just go, man, I'm going to get points on my license, or I'm going to have to pay a fine. That stinks. A lot of my African-American teammates and players, they got pulled over by a policeman and they were going, oh no, what is this guy going to try to do to try to get me in jail? What's going to happen here? And it's just a scary reality. And I don't think the NFL statement was strong enough. And you're right. They're not doing enough to, on the action side as of right now, to make their employees and their players feel better.
Now, there are plenty of things that the NFL is doing as it relates to efforts to reform, whether it's the justice system, et cetera, and there has been money contributed. I mean, there are things done by the giving of money and giving of support to things players are trying to do. So we can't say the NFL is doing nothing, but
but we need things we need to see, right? We need things we need to see and tangible, and we can go like grab onto a little bit.
Especially now. It's not enough to say this is what we've been doing for the last 3 years. This moment cries out to all of us for something that we can point to and say, that is a change that was specifically motivated by the reaction to the murder of George Floyd and the movement that has been sparked in its wake.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.